This is already a pretty fragmented day. I'm late. So today is Monday, and I always struggle a little bit with Monday. Not so much because it's like the first day of the week, because I was really excited actually to get started with the work again. I think the reason why I struggle with Monday so much is that it's usually a kick-off day. I have a morning team call at 10 o'clock. Then I have like a quick check-in with the rest of the product team, and usually Monday is also packed with any other meetings or calls. This time it's like resolving a client problem, and I'm also going to discuss our new product strategy with Bob. It feels like a lot of motions, but not necessarily always doing things. I'm most productive when I'm like coding, or when I'm shaping a new feature, or doing product design, or setting up a demo that feels like work. But talking is very important, but for my mind it not always like feels like doing anything productive or getting something ahead. So Mondays are good, a lot of important things happen, but personally for me they don't always feel as productive as I would like them to be. So it's a beautiful day outside, it's really lovely, check it out, outside of the window. So I'm just going to take a short walk before my call with Bob and get some more like break time out of this desk lunch. Okay, so let's talk product strategy. So we're in a position as a company that we're like building an awesome product, and we're now also trying our way like into new markets that require new features, or that require specifics to features that you wouldn't find in a general solution. We're spending a lot of time talking to customers, using sales as a way to identify like new problems, or problems we need to solve in a different way in our product. For the past few months we've like implemented a product development mechanism called Shape Up, which is like written or thought based on the way that Basecamp, the project management tool, does their product development. And what they do is they schedule their work in cycles of 6 weeks. So you have 6 weeks of like execution, designing, building, 2 weeks of cooldown, which is basically a period that all people on the product team can just fix anything, any loose ends that they like created, or try out new techniques, try out new stuff. That brings the product like life cycle into 8 weeks. For us, that might be a bit too slow. I mean, we're trying to get into this new e-commerce like market space with our existing billing solutions, which requires us to learn and move quite fast. And 6 or even 8 weeks, as Basecamp does it, might be too slow. So Bob and me are trying to figure out how can we still keep the principles of Shape Up, but try and see if we can be more flexible in terms of reacting to a sales pitch or to a market demand. And that's what we're going to figure out for the coming time. There's always a balance between like product quality and product fidelity and flexibility. If you want to like increase the flexibility, then it decreases your product quality. Because if you normally take 6 weeks to develop a full feature, and now you're going to like try and do stuff smaller scope, but still try and do stuff in 2 or 3 weeks, you have less time to like test that feature and to think about that feature. If you want to ship something in 2 weeks, it probably means that you want to start building on the first day, and you don't have enough time to like validate your ideas, come up with multiple alternatives, etc. If you take 6 weeks for a similar feature, you have 6 whole weeks to think, to get some showers, to like sketch things and write things. But if your directive is ship something within 2 weeks, you just cannot do that without starting to build first. So that's the balance that we're going to try and strike, because we want to deliver great products, but we also want to like increase how we're commercially performing, and that will probably depend on how flexible we can ship new features, or at least how we can adapt to any clients or sales requests that come in. So that's what we're going to try and figure out. So I'm going to continue working from home.